Hey everyone, I'm Jonna with Easter Seals of Greater Houston. I'm with the Bridging Apps program, and I am here broadcasting live to answer some of your questions. Today we're going to talk about a couple of tips for using maps for some accessibility features. Now, I'm going to share my screen here so we can take a look at Google Maps, and we're just going to go over some tips in here. So again, this is Google Maps. You have some of these features with other map services. Waze and Apple Maps are some other popular ones. In the search here, I'm going to just type in Starbucks. Give me a specific one. Let me just type in Starbucks. There we go. See locations. Great. It's showing me a few around here. Now, I'm interested in going to Starbucks, and let's say that I'm a caregiver for someone who has accessibility needs, has needs of, we're going to need a handicap parking spot. I was formerly the caretaker for my grandfather, and his knees were very problematic for him, so we needed a handicap spot, we needed ramps, and it was we're very conscious about how many steps it took to get from that spot to where we needed to go. So I'm interested in Starbucks here. I love using Google Maps to check out a place beforehand. I'm going to touch the screen right here, and at the bottom left corner, right above where it says dropped pin, there's a square with an image in it. I'll give that a tap. This is the street view. So it's brought me here to the parking lot of a Target. Now, this is not the most convenient Starbucks for me because this Starbucks is inside of a Target. Now, this can be beneficial if you're trying to get a couple of tasks done in one trip. If you need other things, the Starbucks inside Target might be the better one. But in this case, if, again, I'm using the scenario, if I'm a caretaker for someone who we need to count every step from getting to the handicap spot to getting to where we want to go, this isn't the best choice for us. So if I was traveling here with my grandfather, I would change my mind about going to this Starbucks in particular. Now I'm just going back a screen, and before I tap on the next Starbucks, I'm going to show what I did on that last one. So near the Starbucks, right outside of where it shows, I'm going to touch and hold. Okay, that's what gives me that option at the bottom left. Let's take a look here better. There we go. At the bottom left, right above where it says dropped pin, there's a little square image. I'll give that a tap. That's the street view. Okay, and I'm in the parking lot of this other Starbucks. Ooh, I came a little bit too far from it. So I'm going to back out and get in closer here. I'm going to hold my finger on the screen right there. I can already tell from this screen, there's the handicap parking spots right there. So that's a good sign. At the bottom left, I'm going to tap that square with the image in it. Okay, so now I'm seeing the street view of this Starbucks, which, wow, right here, there's the handicap spot, there's the ramp, there's the entrance to the Starbucks. And before even going inside, it looks like they have some outside tables. So if we're counting how many steps that a person can take to get from the car to wherever we're going, this is great. This is a great option for us. I'm going to back out here again. So we're going to keep this brief. This is just a tip on using Google Maps for some accessibility reasons. Again, as I mentioned, I was the caretaker for my grandfather, and his mobility was limited. So it was very important for us, if we planned an outing, that we had handicap parking, we had ramp access, sometimes elevator access, and unfortunately, sometimes an establishment might be listed as accessible because they have handicap parking and they have ramps. However, it might be a bit of a walk from your parking spot to that ramp or to that elevator and then to the office the doctor's office or to the Starbucks or to wherever you're going. So it is a great tip to check beforehand, kind of virtually visit the place that you're going to by using Google Maps and using Street View. This lets you virtually visit that place before actually getting there. There's nothing more frustrating than getting there and realizing, oh my goodness, this is not a great option for us. This is going to be a struggle because we're just too far from the door of where we want to get to. So one more time, I'm just going to share my screen here there we go. Just a couple of, here's a business center. There's some things going on in here. I already looked at Starbucks, but maybe I'm kind of hungry and I want to check out this Subway right here. So I'm going to, there we go. I'm going to touch and hold on the map where I'm interested in looking at. And at the bottom left here, there's that square image for Street View. Cool. Now here I am virtually visiting this parking lot. I can see there's the Subway, excuse me. And I'm going to take a look here. Where's the handicap parking? Where I want a ramp. So these spots, not too great for me. There's an arrow that's kind of floating on the ground here. Oh, there they are. There's the handicap spots. Now see, those are a bit far, but over here, hey, there's a handicap spot. There's a ramp right in front of the Subway. Tables right outside. Okay, this might actually be a great place for us to have lunch today. So, as perfect timing over here, these Facebook Lives happen right at lunchtime. If you or someone that you care for is in need of some extra amenities for having lunch, if you need to find out, does this place have the accessibility needs that we are looking for, try virtually visiting that place with Google Maps and Street View before you get there. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you're using this and it's working well, or you're using some other features, if you have some other tips to share with us, please comment below. Let us know what's working for you, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.